game audio down, but we're gonna see how it works. You know, back from work, you know, I had to handle some business. Always gotta make sure the money ain't funny, you know. You're doing a lot of faking if you ain't bringing home the bacon, I'll tell you that much. Hit Jot? Shit, swap? Here's my beverage, it's right here. I'm playing on my 32-inch monitor because my TV got to do pixel cleaning right now, so we're gonna see how it work out. Oh shit, she got a people under the stairs move too. I ain't fall for the people under the stairs with her. You gotta let them ugly motherfuckers out of captivity fucking with me. I'm a freedom fighter. Jabroni. I don't feel the input lag that I felt the last time I played on this monitor, but I think that was probably because I had the Elgato in between. I don't feel hardly no input lag right now. Oh shit, I ain't never seen this before. Tits McGee. Oh, she got something like the Mass Immune. That shit can extend length. No, Miss Thomas. I mean, there's nothing raunchy about that anyway. Oh yeah. I'm just learning how to recognize her movements and shit. I gotta buy the pass. I thought they was gonna let you just buy her for real. I didn't want to buy the whole smugegulous, but I guess I'ma have to in order to play with her if I want to do it within the next few days. People under the stairs. It would be hard if that's actually what the move is called. Is she a part of the Manji clan? Yeah, I found that out. Oh, I'm a turtle wax dove. I kind of like playing on this joint, on this monitor. I miss PC gaming though, I ain't even gonna lie. Every time I play on it, I feel sad that I'm not PC gaming anymore. I used to love playing Tekken on PC. It was like on PC, like I did like way better for real, because I think like for some reason with the DualSense controllers, it's like, you know, I guess because PCs have been dealing with, you know, the USB technology and all that shit, and you know, from the jump, so it's more optimized, I guess. I would think that PlayStation would have the best optimization with their controllers, but nah, like when I play it on PC, it's just like shit just feel like it's more quicker, like it's more like instantaneous, I guess. It don't take that long. Like I don't know, it's like I get feelings in my hands depending on certain things. Like I know it's psychosomatic, like it's not a real feeling, but I be getting certain feelings. Like I can tell, like if I'm playing against a motherfucker and it's 150 milliseconds delay because of geographical means, then I can feel it. I can feel the delay in my hands. You see what I'm saying? I know it's probably sound weird, but I know I'm not the only person that go through that. I was just going, yeah. I've never seen a Hwoarang use back 3 as much as I do. I guess that's why all the Hwoarangs be telling me not to use it and shit, because I don't know. It all depends on your results, I guess. I can't wait till my TV done pixel cleaning though. I like playing on that joint much better though. This like the deep pixel cleaning that it don't do like very often. So I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna get that shit out the way, because it said it takes 60 minutes for this one. They got like a pixel refresher that they do. But I was starting to see burn-in primarily from Tekken. You see what I'm saying? Hold up, I gotta open up the app to, I gotta open up YouTube to see your comment. Alright, where is, oh yeah, I can open it up on here. YouTube. my channel. Okay, hold on. Oh, you said nah, but that's the case. That's the thing. Like, the reason being is like they don't use it out of being scared. Like why be scared of using a move? Like, they give you a move, it's punishable, but if you know how to use it right, you know that. I mean, of course, you're supposed to have risky. That's why they got those moves in there. I don't think they intended people to just only use safe moves, but it's just with most Hwoarangs that I see, they don't know when to use it. Like, if you look at my usage and break it down into numbers, you see what I'm saying? I guarantee you will find that that I'm more successful and I get more back threes landed and, you know, combos coming from it than I ever get them blocked or punished or any of that. Like, if you compare that, I guarantee you. Like, yeah, of course it comes down, of course, like, you know, it comes down to, like, you know, sometimes, of course, when you make a mistake on the back three, that's gonna stand out. But people don't really count all the times that it's successful. But it's successful because I've trained myself to be able to use it in a manner that's conducive to my playing style and catching motherfuckers with it, you know, at the time they need to be caught. Like, usually, if I don't catch somebody with a back three, it's like because they you know, wised up at the last minute. You see what I'm saying? But mainly, it's like my brain tells me when I can launch somebody. Like, I just know it. I just see them. Just from seeing them, it just lets me know when I can launch. And sometimes, you know, like that one right there, that wasn't a good time for it. But, you know, I'm gonna eventually find more times, and I exploit those times. Like, certain moves, like if I see a person excessively sidestepping, I know for a fact I'm gonna be able to get them with the back three if I time it right. Like, as soon as I see a person's head tilt a certain type of way, I know that's when I gotta use the back three. No, they aren't. I've been fighting. I fought like a guard. I think I beat a guard 3 the other day, for real. And they was getting caught with it the same way everybody else was getting caught with it. You know, it's all documented. You can check the footage. I mean, it's there. You know what I mean? Like, my back three usage is unorthodox, you know, and that's how it's supposed to be. So I guess, you know, since it's different, and most Hwoarangs that experience are scared of using back three. No, it don't show lack of player knowledge, because I've played against people who knew Hwoarang. It's just they used to people playing Hwoarang a certain way. No, I guarantee you they know it's minus 19. If you ain't guard ranked, and you, I guarantee you everybody else up at guard ranks and guard 1 and all that, they not like me. They actually be practicing. I guarantee you they did punishment training and know that it's minus 19. It's just like, think about it. I use it in unorthodox times, so the times that I use it, a person sometimes isn't ready to punish. You see what I'm saying? Because they wasn't expecting it most of the time. You know what I mean? I try to do things a little different than what I see other people doing, and because I know that a lot of people, you know, they build up their game plan based on what they see. You see what I'm saying? Just like me. And I'm sure that people are used to seeing Hwoarang played a certain type of way. You know what I mean? So, you know, my unorthodoxicity, you see what I'm saying, allows for me to take advantage of certain situations. And I think it makes my my gameplay more entertaining sometimes, because, like, you know, I bring out the best in a person. Like, a person ain't gonna have to be just worried about just poking or nothing like that with me. Like, I'm a risky player, so they gonna get a bunch of cool launches. They gonna be able to do some cool shit, because I like to see cool shit, even if it's being done you know, towards my character. You see what I'm saying? I'm in it to see the cool shit. So I play risky because that makes a more interesting battle, and that's how I play. I like it like that. You know what I mean? You got soul, like it like that. You know what I'm talking about? And you know, I'm learning, man. I've always been a fast learner, yo. You know what I mean? My brain works in mysterious ways, and I use that to my benefit. Wrong move. Boonga Oonga. Oh man, I almost got him. See, like, I knew I could get the back three right there. It's like I just feel it when the back three is viable. I know it may sound wild now, but wait, watch once I start really practicing and leveling up. Then y'all gonna be like, okay, I understand what you're saying now. I can always show way better than I can tell, you know what I mean? But I ain't been focused on nobody else growth. That's what's up, man. Yeah, do that, man. Show these fools that back three is the shit, man. But don't do it too much, because I don't want them to start nerfing, you know. Because, I mean, that 16 frame launcher, that shit is, yeah, that bitch is official. And I be having some interesting action-packed matches because of it, you dig? I know people want to see me win, but, you know, I think people also want to see me action-packed, like a candy bar. I mean, well, no, a candy bar doesn't have action in it, but if it did, it would be an action-packed candy bar. I mean, well, we already established that, but shit, man, you already know, man. And maybe we can meet in the rank field. I hope we can, cause then I'ma make sure not to pay attention to no names, so I don't get I know this dude jitters. I'ma just make sure I don't pay attention to no names, and if I run across you, I'ma make sure that I don't know it's you. Cause for some reason, I'm telling you, when I find out that I know somebody, it just, I don't know. I ain't saying I get nervous or nothing, but I'm just saying, like, you know, my mindset is different. You know, I be putting pressure on myself, like, okay, yeah, I gotta, you know, I gotta do this because I know this person. I gotta show the growth, you know. Cause I mean, I would say that you probably the closest thing to a sensei on this motherfucker that I had. You know what I mean? You know, I've always been a self-taught motherfucker. You know, I really only listen to my own counsel, but I know that listening to your counsel has brought me a lot of positivity in my game, so it's worth it to adhere to your counsel. And then because you beat me so many times, like 100% of the times, I owe you a debt, a blood debt, and I don't, you know, I always get my get back. You know how I'm talking about? You know. Oh yeah, thank you, man. Integral. Like shit, man. Listen, I'm telling you, I think the Postal Crew about to be something in this world, yo. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I just got a feeling, yo. You know, we got a bunch of cool people. You know, you know, like, man, I seen you the other day working with the homie Deji. You know, like, I mean, yo, that you's a selfless person. You see what I'm saying? You jump out there to assist people in the community, to help out, and we all got the goal to just want to get better at the game. You know what I mean? So something like that can only be successful. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about success as in monetary success. I'm talking about success in us achieving our goal of, you know, just helping people become better Hwoarang players. While we all become better Hwoarang players, you know. Each one teach one, and to the student, yeah, is teaching stuff. After he becomes, you know, go to school, you got to get a bachelor's. And then after that, I think you got to get an associate's. And then after that, once you go to the store, you can buy duty-free peanuts at half the price. You know what I mean? I think that's, man, what? I don't even know what duty-free is. My bad. I just seen it in a show talking about, I mean, well, actually, it was a meme. No, not a meme. A short. And they was talking about how they thought this guy was a terrorist, and they kidnapped him, you know, the government, CIA and stuff, and sent him to Syria. He got tortured for months, and they found out, okay, yeah, this guy definitely isn't the guy. He doesn't know anything. We done tortured him enough that if anything he knew, he would have gave it up. But what happened was, the guy wasn't the right guy. You know what I mean? And they ruined his life. And you know what? After telling that story, I done forgot completely how it tied into the point I was trying to make. So I just told that horrific, unfortunate story for no reason. Sorry, you guys. I like my stories to have meaning, but I forgot. My memory is bad. Oh man. My memory is bad. I can't get glad like a glad bag. I once knew a lady, I called her a bag hag, but I used to help her carry in the groceries. Didn't Beyonce say something about groceries? What was she talking about? I think, was she being raunchy? I think she was. I'd bag Beyonce's groceries, but actually I wouldn't, because I fuck with Jay-Z too heavy. That's the big homie. You know what I mean? And yeah, I know I'm talking today. I feel like talking today. You know, I gotta change the feng shui though. I need the Jedi Knight. You know what I mean? But yeah, I feel like talking today, you know, because I haven't been talking very much lately, and that's because I've been trying to concentrate, and this is the toughest, these are the toughest opponents I've ever fought in my whole tenure of a Tekkenator. So I be needing to concentrate, you know, but you know, I think my multitask muscle is gaining some fortitude. Oh yeah, this is pristine. I don't know, sometimes the costume can make all the difference. Like, I don't like fighting against, you know, like, I don't like wearing big clothes costumes, just because I like to be able to see where, I like to be able to see my limbs with no obstructions. Like, in some costumes, they got some baggy ass pants. Like, what the fuck? I did not think that was going to be quick enough to lift them, but it was. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. But you take too many shots, you end up inebriated. And don't drink and drive. Yeah, my sister gonna call me saying she needed me to come into work 30 minutes before I had to be there, and gonna get here in approximately 30 minutes, then gonna have the nerve to be mad at me for rushing. I'm like, hold up, lady. You knew this morning. You could have called me in ample time and I could have got ready. You know what I'm talking about? Well, oh, because he switched the board. Frygate. My bad, you guys. Am I too close to the mic? I hope my breath isn't singeing your air hairs. I know it's kind of hot right now. Just because I was eating Cheetos. Everybody likes Cheetos, though, I would believe. I don't know. I mean, see, I can understand how the backlash can catch people the way it does, because I'm the type of person, I like to, you know, I don't like to give a person a chance to make a turn. I like to move. I like to move and try to steal. And I know other people are like that. And what's up with you, homie? How you doing, broski? You having a good one? Dang, I fucked up. It's a split second. As soon as he finished that last hit, when he rolled it across the ground, it's a split second right there that you can use a back three and lift him. You just gotta get the timing right on it. I'm gonna see if I can show it. Fortunately, Eddie Gordo was the only other character I know how to semi-play with. But the thing is, when I play Eddie Gordo, I really only use one button. No, I ain't tried it yet. I didn't buy the full season pass yet. I thought they was gonna let us buy just the character, but no, I gotta wait until regular release to buy the regular character. But I might buy the season pass. It's just I done already went over my budget of video games for the past week or month, I'd say, because I bought a bunch of games that I know I'm not gonna play, like Crimson Desert, and it was some other shit that I bought that I shouldn't have bought. So I was like, I don't feel as though right now I should be putting more money into video games, because I've already put thousands upon thousands into video games. Oh no, I'm playing with a PlayStation 5 DualSense Edge controller. My favorite controller out of all in existence. I used to have a Battle Beaver. I had a Scuff a long time ago, and but out of all the controllers that I've used, this is my favorite. Because it's got girth. Nah, Miss Harmons. I'm just saying that it's got heft. Like if you was to hold on to a, oh shit, damn, I didn't know it was the last match. If you was to hold on to a regular DualSense and then hold one of these afterwards, you would realize the thickness in your hand. I mean, how much thicker it is. No, Miss Harmons. But yeah, you would realize that, and that just gives you more. I don't know. I like heavy things. When things are heavy, that means that it's got good, heavy, expensiver components in it. Because usually if the heavier something is, the more it's worth. You see what I'm saying? Like a turd, a stool sample. Like if you're giving a stool sample, it's like that. The bigger the stool sample, the better the results of the test. Okay, now I don't know why they would be requesting a stool sample for a test, but it may be. Oh, you know what? I realized some people get paid for their stool. It's called a Stool for Funds program. You can hermetically seal your stool and then mail it in to research people, and they'll research your turds and then give you a clinical analysis and a paycheck based on your current propensity to shit in the bag and vacuum seal it and mail it off. You probably got to put it in your freezer, and you know, just make sure that you double seal it so that osmosis doesn't transfer stool particles to your food. Actually, I would get a whole nother freezer, you dirty bastard. If you put shit next to your motherfucking casserole, that is nasty as hell. You unsanitary motherfucker. You wanna dance? You can't dance. You got ants in your pants. Pants on the ground? Pants on the ground? Walking around with your pants on the ground. I'm definitely learning though. Like, I've been realizing over the past few days, it's like every single day I feel like I you know, I do something that I didn't do the day before, or I do something that I used to have trouble doing much better. You know what I mean? You know, I've been running into a lot of I wouldn't say negativity, but I've been running into some hecklers recently, you know. And I mean, that's to be expected, you know. But yeah, you know, I don't like getting heckled, so I want to make sure I give the heckles nothing to be heckled about. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure that I train. I got the Pokemon theme song on repeat on my you know, on my playlist. I just found out that I could actually just press repeat 1, you know, and it'll keep repeating it. I just made a playlist with the song over 100 times, but you know, that's neither here nor there. Oh, I wasn't asking about the controller. You know, the controller has arrow keys and joysticks. I use the arrow keys, the D-pad, to be specific. Using the sticks, I did think that maybe they would provide some type of advantage or some type of benefit, so I gave it a try. But I found out that actually, for the best precision and the best, you know, the best way to have greater control of your movement is the D-pad. You know what I mean? I even like the D-pad over an arcade stick, and the reason being is, since I look at everything as mathematics, you know, you can break it down and be like, okay, you know what? If I want to do forward, quarter circle forward, and I'm using a stick to do it, no, Miss Harmons, then what happens is you have to go through those moments. But I know that I can get that same exact movement on a D-pad, and the input would be executed a lot quicker. Just in my opinion. I mean, I know there's people who are, you know, way more well versed at an arcade stick than me, because I ain't used one since I was a child playing at an arcade. But you know, I just think that the controllers and the speed at which you can enter an input being, you know, so much faster, I just think it gives me an advantage, so to speak. The only true advantage I do see though from the stick is less fatigue and less wear and tear on my thumb, because my thumb be going through it. But not no more, for real, because I've sufficiently built up my thumb callus, you know, which means, you know, after playing on the D-pad for so long, your thumb is gonna eventually form a callus, which is gonna make it numb to all inputs. Like, you know, when I press, like I'm pressing the forward button right now, but I don't feel it like you would normally feel something touching your skin. It just feels like an inanimate object touching another inanimate object. And this is integral because then, you know, it gives you greater control over your inputs. I mean, it makes it feel mechanical. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if I could explain that right. I'm not the best philosopher. philosophicatorizer, a philosophicatorizer, narrator. I'm not the best. So, you know, sometimes things I may say may sound like rambles because they are, but, you know, if you look deep and read between the lines, I don't know how you will read between the lines if there's no text there, but it might be. You never know. Sometimes you need a magnifying glass just to understand your past, or just to understand whether there's snakes in the grass, or just to understand whether that rash is gonna last, or could I put on Neosporin? Nah, hold on. I need to see corn to get a sensu bean. Man, you trying to be hard with the sensu beans? That shit mean. Oh, I'm like Mr. Clean. Man, where's my hair? I'm bald, shiny. Oh, man, don't kick me in my hiney. Oh, you know I got goons right behind me. Oh, what goons? Oh, they left me. Now I'm on my own. I gotta kick ass and don't answer the phone. If you answer the phone and they ask for me, tell them that you got the wrong number. He stopped living here 2 years ago. And then please don't break my cover. If I'm on the run, I don't want to get runny stockings. And that means holes in your stockings, lady. Go to JCPenney and get one of those stocking balls. You know, the ones that shape like an egg? I think that's what they were. My mother used to purchase those. A whole stocking, it comes in a stocking egg. Oh shit, that's probably what the stork used. My mother told me the stork brought me, and she didn't know that I was already well versed in late night Cinemax softcore. You know, back in the day when they had softcore. Yeah, I used to watch that, so I know that motherfuckers fuck. She was lying. She thought I was stupid. No, hell no, ain't no stork bring me. Motherfucking bird. You the only bird. It's like I would never call my mother a bird. You know what I mean? She used to wipe my turds, change my diaper. Motherfucker, I would never find another like her, so I better make sure that I respect her. Oh man, killed me like Hannibal Lecter. At least you didn't dissect my brain. DJ Lopez, I'm about to kick you in both legs. Proceed, the panty drop like a mollywop. I flip-flop like a motherfucking cop that don't know if you want to be a criminal. But I ain't Seminole, I got chocolate chip cookies in my dinner. No, I meant to say on my genitals because I was sneaking in the movie theater and they be trying to act like you can't bring your own snacks. But I wanted my own snacks, but nobody wanted to partake in my snacks when I pulled them right out from next to my sack. I was like, hold on, I hermetically sealed the pack. It ain't like, you know, it was actually touching, but no, it didn't matter. Just the proximity to my balls made everybody stall. Nobody wanted a piece of one of these gold balls, so I ate all the candy myself. And yeah, sometimes eating candy ain't good for your wealth, but you know, you gotta ride through with stealth. Don't forget to wear your seatbelt. If you don't, you might get felt with the accident. Stop, drop, and roll, motherfucker. Only you can prevent forest fires. You're shitting in the woods. Don't be shitting in the woods unless you a bear. And if the bear does shit in the woods, does it make a sound or does it bury it underground? Nobody knows. Oh shit, stay on your toes. I did a move and I ended up froze. Oh man. That's what you get for messing around with pros. He's not professional. I'm about to kick him in his intestinal. Get him caught up in the vegetable. Motherfucker, I have you in the hospital looking like a vegetable. I learned from a porno a long time that if you shave your testicles, it gives you like a little bit more view on camera. So remember that, guys. You can add size just by using some clippers. But you ain't hear that from me. I just want to help you so you can be the best you can be. Oh, I think the pixel cleaning. Oh, it said it's in progress. Hold up. It should have been done. This ain't fine. I need my TV done. Oh, man. Now I'm about to get hit with a stun. A super mega kick. And I'm dead as a doorknob. I don't know what the hell that was, but it was meant to display my disgust. Oh, okay, hold up. It's going through the process because I see a line going up and down. Hopefully it'll kill that, hopefully it gets rid of that, burn-in that I got from Tekken. Like, you know, you know them things at the top? the HUD. The HUD is permanently burned into my TV. You see what I'm saying? Because you know, I play this game more than anything. So let's see. It looks okay. It looks better. The burn-in has been lessened. I'll give you that. You're a good machine. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Oh yeah, you know what? I gotta call this dude about the fire stick. Oh shit, I ain't even know it was one. Crippled foot. Oh, he lucky because he was launched. I messed up there. The whole smagagalus. Okay, hold up. Foot loose. Foot loose. Kick off your Sunday shoes. Sidestep. See, the skyrocket after that punish, like eight times out of 10 is successful. That's if I'm able to do it fast enough. Oh shit. I always do that shit by mistake. I always do that shit by mistake. I can't shake the motherfucking fate that keeps me in the date with. What's up? Oh, he is lucky. I almost got it. My bad, homie. I'ma keep it real with you, man. It's harder for me to implement a move that I plan on implementing, man. It's when I try to switch things up, it just causes negative results with me. I gotta build my way into working stuff. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna make sure to keep that in mind. Yeah, I don't really like that move like that unless it's in certain circumstances. Just because I know that me, after somebody uses that move with me, you know, I can punish them after blocking it. And if I'm really on point, I can do a lot more. So I just never really got into really using it. I use it sometimes though, but mostly for as a part of a combo. Wasn't able to get the backlash initiated fast enough. New jeans green. Oh, my phone ringing. Hold on, you guys. Hello? Hello?
Hello, this is Mickey with Master Service Dispatch.
Okay.
And we're trying to have someone arrive at this location to drop off legal documents. Terrence Herndon.
Oh yeah, you got the wrong phone number and information. I don't even know that person. Is there anything else I can help you with? I guess not. Okay, you have a good evening. Who the hell? I should buy it though. I should buy it. I want to try it out, or at least punishment train against it, cause I don't be knowing shit that she be doing. And I especially don't know the punishes. I just don't like having to buy the whole season pass all at once, even though it really makes sense to do, because I'm gonna most likely buy the other characters even though I don't plan on playing them. And you know, last time I ended up having to buy it anyway after already buying the characters individual and wasting that money just because I wanted to play with Marizo while you know. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm gonna most likely get everybody, or at least try to. I want to make sure this time doesn't go like it did the last time, because the last time, yo, I could never back up that much. Like, that just seems foreign to me. Like, I be arguing with people on Facebook because they be, this one dude was mad. He was like, yeah, Korean backdash, he's mad that the devs did good with this patch or something like that, but what they need to do is make it so that Korean backdash is, you know, is a good technique or something. And his reasoning behind it was because he thinks of that as a determining factor on whether a player is good or not. Like, I'm like, yo, my nigga, first off, just because you can Korean backdash, it doesn't designate you being a good player. Just because Tekken isn't just about backdashing. I mean, if anything was to become the pinnacle of what could describe a great player, it would be an offensive technique, I would say. You know, not a defensive technique. And I was just like, yo, first off, and plus, yo, I ain't gonna lie, yo, that's just too nerdy for me, yo. Like, I just think that's just nerdy. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with nerdness, because I'm a nerd myself. Like, shit, you know what I mean? I'm a nerd. You see what I'm saying? I just come from the streets, but I'm still a nerd. I'm an anomaly. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is, that's what got me my respect, cause I was always myself. I ain't try to be nothing. I ain't try to be nothing I wasn't. You see what I'm saying? I ain't never backed down to no man. Never ran. You know what I mean? Take losses on the chin in the same way I would take my wins at the end of the day, because, you know, life is like a box of chocolates. Sometimes you're going to get the box that you want. Sometimes it's going to be nasty as hell. It might be beyond the sell-by date and shit. So you might end up having to sue in the place or something just if you get salmonella. You see what I'm saying? But hopefully you don't cook no salmon in the same area where you eat the chocolates, so then you might not catch salmonella. You see what I'm saying? Like, but you also gotta watch out, because they got this new thing called the Nelson Mandela Manella. I don't know what that is, but I don't know. Either way, you just gotta be careful in this world. Motherfuckers that just try to, you know, touch your butt for no reason. Like, hold on. Keep your hands to yourself, lady. You want to treat me like an object? No, I'm not an object. I have feelings too. If you want the wood, just say that. I'm a lumberjack when it comes to slinging this wood. Well, nah, actually, I'm a JD Byrider when it comes to slinging these wood. Oh, nah, JD Byrider don't sling wood. I'm just, you know, I'm just a wood salesman. You know what I mean? And sometimes, you know, I mean, well, no, I don't sell wood. I just give it away. You know? No, hold up, no. I don't, no. You know what? I just need to shut up. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? Oh, shit. She caught me outside. Gucci flip-flops. I got Reeboks on with socks. Oh, shit. Oh, what she just do? She just hit me with a smoke stick? A smoke dagger? I wanna see some hairy breasts. Some no. Oh no, hold on, that's not a song. I wanna be the very best that no one ever was. To change them is my two tests. To serve them is my call. Pokemon. Oh, with you and me, I don't want catching STD. Girl, you're my best friend. Can I put the tip in? Pokemon. Oh, my bad. I kept mixing up the two songs. One song was Pokemon, the other song was Poke Your Mind. My bad. I keep forgetting. Oh, shit. Hey, yo, and the other day, I meant to say this too, like, the other day, you know, it was a couple of, it was a nice couple of y'all was all talking in the chat and shit, like, you know, and y'all was talking amongst yourselves, like, it wasn't like, you know, I wasn't even in the conversation, I was just fighting and listening to what y'all was saying and shit, I mean, we're reading what y'all was saying and shit, but yo, you know what I mean, that's cool as shit, like, oh shit. Damn, yo, a nigga can't even nostalgicate in peace? I mean, well, no, that's not being nostalgic. That's being, oh, shit, she's sign language and... What is that? Oh, shit, she trying to do the tri-beam. You think you Tien Shinhan, motherfucker? No, you not. I get what you trying to do. You know, Tien used to be a bad guy? Well, that's because, you know... his master was a bad guy, you know. If your boss is an asshole, then I guarantee you, no, hold up, what? If your boss is an asshole, I guarantee you everybody else is, butt crud. Like, you know, dookie crumbs when you don't wipe correctly. Butt crud. You know what butt crud is. Don't act like you don't. But then again, you might not, you know. Some people got bidets. You know what I mean? You know. Oh shit, that bitch realigned. I don't think I could use a bidet though. I don't want no water spray on my bone. You know what I mean? Like, you know. I would rather have TP for my bunghole than to have motherfucking a spray for my bunghole. Like, come on now. And then as soon as if you use it, and then you start using it when you don't even need it, and you think it feel good, that's like borderline sus. And once you get borderline sus, it's hard to cross the line again. You know what I'm talking about? Because everybody will sus you. I mean, you can just not tell nobody. I mean, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I like good old-fashioned toilet paper and baby wipes and you know, leaves or pieces of paper if you out in the wilderness. You know, cause sometimes, you know, when nature calls, you out in nature. You know, you can't deny that. And shit, I wouldn't want to get a diaper like or nothing like that. So I would find an area that I can call my own throne. You know, maybe you can't flush, but you can dust it off and leave it underneath the brush. Oh shit. Chitterlings. You like chitlins? I don't like chitlins. I don't like chicken gizzards. None of that shit. Oh man, that's because I'm thinking about malnutrition. I should be thinking about. Oh shit. Okay, that I probably should have thought about that before I didn't think about this. I'm pissed. Chocolate chip cookies in my wrist. I like a big bag full of tits. It's a chiclets. Do you got candy? No, you don't. You don't want to share. That's because you selfish. Don't be selfish, motherfucker. I'm allergic to shellfish. Actually, I'm not. I'm a seafood lover, motherfucker. And I'm just like Danny Glover, cause I'm a lethal weapon. Never step in, and I'm kicking motherfuckers in Tekken. Shorty got a knife, and she tried to stab me. I'ma tell the police that you got a oh shit. Actually, never mind. We don't tell the police nothing, cause we ain't no tattletale. We gonna do our thing and take sale, motherfucker. And I hope you make bail, but you ain't frail. You got mail. Like Tom Hanks. They gonna lock you in a cell and make sure that your booty stink, cause you can't take no showers but twice a week. And I know that you leak cause you got little teeny butt cheeks. Little teeny butt cheek. Oh yeah, Dougie Nuts. I've been trying to figure out who told me that. Somebody had told me I can after the backlash I can use the rage art, and I couldn't pinpoint who told. I don't know if it's Jafissa or if it. I think it was Jafissa. I think it had to be Jafissa that told me that. But I've been trying to make sure that I understand exactly who told me, so I can pay homage and cite the correct references when I speak on it. You know. What, it was you that said it? You think it was you that... See, I don't think it was you that said it, because like I remember everything that you tell me. You see what I'm saying? Because you know, you the homie. Like I remember exactly like the things that you told me. So I don't know. You did, and it was probably you. I thought that and just because I was unsure, I just thought it was somebody else. Yeah, because it was somebody that said, yeah, you can do right after that backlash, I could do the whatchamacallit. Well, yeah, man, thank you. I appreciate you for that piece of advice. It actually has saved me a bunch of times, because, you know, a motherfucker can come back just off a sliver. You know, I do that shit all the time. So it's like, you know, you gotta watch out. You gotta watch out for them slithering motherfuckers. I'm Team Gryffindor, though. You know? Oh yeah. 20 around close to 24,000 battles to be exact. On PlayStation, they say I got 2,386 hours on this game. So I still got like 8,000 hours before I can be fully listed as an expert. Because they say it takes 10,000. Ting ting sing 25,600 minutes. Shang shang shong shang jong. Kisha kibong wow. 6,500 600 minutes. Oh shit. Yeah, hopefully my sister pay me tonight, and if she do, then I'ma buy that pass so I can play with Unimitsu quickly. But you know. Shorty. Well, I ain't gonna talk about family business, but yeah, she gonna call me out there to do all this stuff with the computers. Man, all I had to do was with the one computer that she was having problem with communicating with the printer. All I had to do was reset the motherfucker. What's a down forward 4 combo? Down 4-4? Oh, I don't never use that for real, to be honest with you. I get it like every once in a while, but yeah, I need better combos all across the board. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, a lot of people been coming into the chat lately saying, yeah, man, you'd be better if you did this or that in the combo, and I understand that they could be correct. You know, it's just with me, it takes a lot to get out of my comfort zone. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, I know certain combos ain't gonna drop because I've done them so many times. And, you know, working in something new into your gameplay style is just, you know, it's just a task. Oh, okay, the pixel clean is done. That's what's up. Oh, shit, this bitch look much better. The burning, I can't even hardly see it. Man, I love my Fire Stick, yo. This shit got everything under the sun in front. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I gotta call the dude. Hold tight, man. I'm trying to make a phone call. You don't want to brawl while I'm making a phone call. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay, it comes after that. Now let me call that number right now in 10 seconds flat. I'm just like an acrobat. My call has been forwarded to some other shit. Motherfucker, you couldn't help me with my call? Why not? You bastards. Like, don't talk like that. That's not nice. If I would have made sure the alignment was correct, the alignment would have been in the right alignment, but I couldn't find it. I just got blinded like the blind side kid, but I don't even care. I'm about to show what's red. Get your eyes painted. Talking all that bullshit. He punched me in my fucking head and I fainted. Man, my motherfucking besmirched reputation is tainted, but I don't care. I'm about to claim it. I pull out the gun and I aim it. Actually, I don't, because I'm about fisticuffs. If you want a battle, come on, thinking you're tough, I'ma call your bluff. Motherfucker, what's under that mask? I know you sweating like a bitch cause your ass is hot. God damn it, can you breathe a lot? I guess not, cause you motherfucker wanna kick me, hit me with the motherfucking, I don't know, kicking me with some shit I ain't never seen before. I get dough when I go toe to toe with foes that look just like you, motherfucker. Your elbow looking like a cashew nut. Fuck that, I got kicked in my gut. I got kicked in my gut by a buster. Motherfucker, I don't even trust you. Motherfucker need to catch up, bitch, you must've. I don't dust my feather duster. I like chicken nuggets by the cluster. But damn, fuck ya, you wanna stomp me? You can't stomp me, I'm a motherfucking stomping G. Hercules, I might just hurt you, make you hurt to bleed. Motherfucker, you a jaguar, you might got fleas. I don't care, motherfucker, get down on your knees if you had one, but you got ambidextrous. I'm about to make your intestines flip with a motherfucking clip kick. Don't give me that stinky breath. I don't want to smell that shit. Get out my face, motherfucker. Hit you in the mop. The mop. I'm a mop. Oh shit. Can't stop. Won't stop. Rockefeller Records. Alright, okay. Oh yeah, I do need to test that. I'm supposed to have everybody's Fire Stick in this. selection. Let's see. I hooked the Ethernet up to my Fire Stick, and it actually got less. It actually burp. It actually was excuse me. It actually got worse performance than the Wi-Fi, and I would guess that's because the Ethernet joint is only like 1 Gbps or something low, the lowest one that they usually have. And okay, so I got Key. Who's Key? Okay, that's Key. I got Pooh, Paul, Cal, and oh yeah, I didn't add his. Okay. Yeah, I gotta add their accounts to my joint so I can check them and see if the same problem that they described happens with me. I actually work as a reseller from I mean, one of those companies that do online yeah. So since it's only using the that megabits joint, the Wi-Fi 6 is way, it's just better to use Wi-Fi 6 than to use the Ethernet. Which I was like, damn, I didn't think it was going to be that way. See, I don't understand how other Hwoarangs, they don't see it. Like, I can tell just by watching a lot of gameplay. Like, even when I be watching pros, it's like they don't see the launches. It's like, I know people might think that I just be guessing and stuff, but most of the time I'm not guessing. I throw out the back 3 because I see something. You know what I mean? Like, I see the I see them making a movement that would allow the back 3 to work. You dig? Oh yeah, my bad. I gotta open up oh, I forgot. I already got it open on the computer to see the chat. Hold on. Drop this. Oh yeah, you said your Fire TV is like that? Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, man. Shoot, I be selling Fire Sticks and shit for real. Not nothing illegal on the Fire Stick tip. Pretty much I work with a company that does like IPTV services, so you can get EPT. So my stuff costs. I don't use none of the illegal free joints. I use the joints where you have to pay. But I also provide the best. I mean, I'm dead serious. I say this to anybody that I speak to. I got the best Fire Sticks in the whole city. Like, I tell people that, listen, if you can show me a person's Fire Stick setup that is more capable and easy to use as mine, then I'll give you mine for free. You see what I'm saying? And nobody has been able to prove me wrong. And I'm always trying to check out other people's Fire Sticks to see, how they're set up and stuff like that. Just, out of curiosity. And to understand, the competition. Even though I don't sell them like that, you know what I mean? That's just something I just do for friends and family and things of that nature. Just because, I'm able to watch TV good, so I like to share that with others. But yeah, and I just found out that Amazon is changing all of the Fire TV sticks from now on, from the Android OS to the Fire OS, which will remove the ability to side load apps and things of that nature, which is totally dumbing it down. I'm guessing, my bad, I only had one handle controller. I'm guessing, you know, that's just gonna leave a lot of people going towards other products. The Google joints is nice, like the Google Fire TV stick equivalent thing. That joint is official. I mean, it's just a lot more expensive because I mean it has 32 gigabytes of internal storage, you know. But I mean, it's better though. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, you know, I signed up as a reseller for, you know, an online company that has license with, you know, Netflix and Hulu and all them places. Oh yeah, yeah, sure. Hey yo, you know what's crazy? Like when I used to work for Unicore, that's the type of stuff we would find them all the time, them Chromecasts. We even used one of them joints to watch TV ourselves and shit. In a little classroom. We used to run across all types of stuff. Cause we did work for Comcast. Ain't that a fresh biscuit worth of bean curd? Waffle House. Oh, Gigi buy? Okay, Gigi buy, motherfucker. Want a GG buy? You trying to GG buy some drugs? That's what I see. You over here looking for drugs in the middle of nowhere. Well, I'm your sponsor, and I'm not letting you go out like that. I ain't never watched the show Euphoria, but it's been like, you know, just bombarding my social media with a bunch of different shorts about it. It seemed like it's a good show. Unfortunately, I don't know, for some unknown reason I can't watch shows the way I used to. I mean, I know why it is, but you know, it's like I got, like, for real, the only show I watched since I've been home was The Mandalorian. And I love that show, I ain't gonna lie to you. Damn, and that was years ago. But since then, I haven't been able to watch nothing else. No Power, no BMF. Only thing I watch is like documentaries on YouTube and stuff, and educational films, and you know, just mainly a bunch of YouTube stuff. Bagels, bagels. Oh shit, you know what? I should be able to set up the stream with the Elgato today. So I can have the camera and all that on there. I did a little test run to you know, just to see how the camera and everything work together with everything, and it looked pretty good. So I'm gonna try to see if I can get that set up like right after I get off this stream. You know what I mean? So then y'all can see y'all can actually see me while I'm gaming, even though I ain't gonna be doing much. You know, I'm gonna just be sitting there looking at the game, sitting in the bed Indian style. I'm gonna probably have to change that though, because grown men ain't supposed to be sitting Indian style. But you know, I wouldn't say I'm a little guy, but I'm a little guy. So you know, I can sit comfortably in Indian style. Like that don't make me less of a man. You sometimes sit Indian style too, so don't act like, you know. But yeah, I can't be sitting Indian style on camera, so I'm gonna have to find a new way to sit. You know what I mean? And you know what? I think sitting Indian style would be inappropriate, you know, in this day and age. What should I call it? I'm gonna call it third grade. I don't know, but that's when I learned. I think we learned how to do that in like the first grade or something. So I'm gonna call it the first grade seating position. Nah, that make me seem even more. Okay, fuck it. I don't even know why I'm telling y'all about this. And yeah, man, if you use Chromecast or Fire or any of those things, man, holla at me, yo. I can give you a discount on some good service, man. And you know, you the homie, like, you know, I'ma tell y'all, like, listen, if you was one of the people that are in this stream, watching this stream, you know, sub to my joint. Even if you just subbed and never make a comment or anything like that, you know, just the fact that you sub and watch videos, that means that you are my friend. And I don't hold that loosely. And I'm not being fake or facetious. I'm saying, like, you know, I appreciate you being here. And because I can't pay you back for your support, you know, I in turn will do whatever I can to provide, to make my expertise or my skills or any of my resources available to you guys. You know what I'm saying? Because I fuck with y'all. Like, I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for y'all tuning in. You know, because you gotta believe. I think about it. I've been doing this almost 3 years, and most of the time that I was doing it, you know, I never had anybody watching the chat and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, this just started recently. And, you know, to go from that to this, you know, it's a good feeling because it's progress. And, you know, it just feels good to know that people care. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, people actually care about what I got going on in my small corner of the world, you know? So I just want you to know, you should never feel like if you ever in need, like even if you in a pickle, like, hey man, I ain't got nobody to go to about this. I'm short $10 on my such and such, man. You think you can help me out? Hey man, don't never feel like you can't ask me that. Because, like, the worst thing I could say is no. And if I do say no, it's not gonna come along with any type of condescending remarks. Because I know people, like, you know, you ask them for something and they give it, but they hit you with condescending remarks or just, you know, just little smart remarks and make it seem like, you know, really because my brain is able to break down bullshit real easily. I understand that this person is acting this way to discourage me from asking them for something in the future. I know what it's like to be on a receiving end of that. You know what I mean? Just like with my roommate, the shit I just went through. You see what I'm saying? Like, and the crazy thing is, it you know, and yeah, I'm venting. So, you know, y'all just gotta deal with it. It's one of those days. This is, you know, I try to keep them few and far between because I be venting about a whole bunch of shit and saying stuff I shouldn't say. And then be thinking like, you know what, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna erase that. But I never can remember to do it. So, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, like, you know, my homie, I told y'all, you know, my homie, he got into a situation, he had to leave Vegas, and I told him, yo, he ain't even had to ask me, could he stay here, you know? I knew he was in a pickle, and I volunteered my home to him. You see what I'm saying? But it's like, you know, he's always been the person that's taking help or accepting help from a person. And I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with that. You see what I'm saying? But when you are that type of person and you don't get a chance, you haven't had a chance to you know, to see what it's like being that person as, it's like, you know, you don't understand certain stuff. Like, okay, you know, pretty much I looked out for him on the price that I was charging him, you know, to stay here, right? Because, you know, I thought his money was tight, so I was willing to sacrifice, you know, and take a small amount of funds, you know. And but like you know, probably like a week or so later, after really understanding doing the math on things, I realized, like, you know, that would be me selling my ass too much. Numbers harmless, for lack of better words. But it's like, you know, I mean, I don't know. A lot of people are the type of person that they, you know, they go through something, they quick to tell you, like, damn, man, yeah, some shit fucked up with me. Now I gotta pay this, I gotta do that. I'm not that type of person. You know, just because life experience had told me, like, yo, everybody got their own problems. So I would never expect anybody to give a fuck about my problems. I'm the only motherfucker that gotta give a fuck about them, because I'm the only motherfucker that can solve them. But, you know, a lot of people don't think in that manner. They think like, you know, I can give these excuses and problems, and you're supposed to consider it, because I don't know why they think you're supposed to consider it. They just think, I don't know. I'm not saying they looking for pity or nothing like that, but that's neither here nor there. I don't want to ramble and shit, but the point that I'm making is, like, you know, he had got upset about me, you know, raising the price, to which was more than generous, you know. But, you know, I had raised the price by $100. I mean, just so I was like, okay, boom, you just give me $500 a month. That's what I said, you know what I mean? And pretty much after that, because I had found out that, okay, now that he's here, my BG&E has doubled and almost quadrupled. Like, my BG&E, on most months, it was coming up to $350, $400 a month. So that means that, you know, that $500 he was giving me is going out strictly for BG&E. But I wasn't tripping. You see what I'm saying? I told him, like, okay, I'm willing to carry $300 in BG&E. All I ask is, I mean, well, really, I ain't asked nothing, because, you know, it's my house, so I'm laying down the law. That's just how it is. But pretty much, I was saying, I'll take care of everything up to $300, but anything over $300, we split down the middle. You know what I mean? And, you know, I don't think he had a problem with that, but he did make a little comment or whatever. Okay, that's neither here nor there. So boom, right? You know, that's how things work out. I tell him he only got to pay on the 15th and the 30th. Those are the days that he pays. You see what I'm saying? Now, mind you, my bills, I don't have the luxury of being able to pay my bills on those dates. You see what I'm saying? I got to pay them when they're due. But, you know, at the end of the day, I'm taking care of all the bills and utilities, and I'm not the type to be making excuses or whining. So I understand that's my responsibility. I chose to take it on. I'll take care of the bills. All he just makes sure that he pays, you know, when he's supposed to pay. But I also told him that because the Xfinity is due on the 8th, you see what I'm saying, between the 1st and the 15th, you know, I might need you to put up a portion of the rent of your rent money beforehand, so I could take care of all of that. Now, you know, pretty much the only bills I made him responsible for was being a part of was the Xfinity and what was the other shit that I just said? BG&E. I had to pay the water bill every 3 months, but I didn't make that his problem. I ain't even, you know, factor that in or nothing. You know, I gotta pay the water bill every 3 months. And because, you know, my family, you know, this is my family house. This is the house I grew up in. So my parents, they paid for it. You see what I'm saying? Such and such. But you know, it's still my sister's home. So, you know, I give her rent money. I break bread to her. You see what I'm saying? Just so she can have, you know, I mean, not a set amount. I just give her what I'm able to give her. You see what I'm saying? And I didn't make him have to contribute on nothing. His fee was his fee every month. But he would get upset, just like me asking him, like, okay, hey, I gotta pay this, such and such. can you do a portion of the rent money? So, and it would be the most minuscule portion, like probably $20. You see what I'm saying? Now, mind you, I'm not asking him in this stuff just to be asking. I'm asking him this stuff because, like, shit, me personally, I'm the type of man, I pay what I weigh. In any situation, like, first, I've never ever lived with somebody before. Like, people have only lived with me. The only other person I lived with was my sister. But usually, I make sure that I get my own place because I like my own space. You see what I'm saying? And I like my space to be how my space is. I mean, of course, that's any person who has gotten their own place, you know, they understand that. You see what I'm saying? That's your sanctuary. But it was like, I don't know, the way he carried shit was like we signed a lease together on this place. Like, you know what I mean? And I don't know. He made it like we signed a lease together to get this place. Like, no, I mean, I was looking out. And I was constantly telling him, like, yo, listen, you gotta understand. Because he was trying to say that I don't really fuck with him like that. I'm like, hold up, my nigga. When have you ever seen me let a person live in my domicile? You see what I'm saying? Just out the strength of, yo, if a person can live with you, if you trust a person enough to live in your house, then you trust them with your life because they can kill you. You know? You gotta sleep. You know, the person you let into your home, you need to make sure that you can trust them on a level deeper than what a normal human being might think of. You got to think about all types of scenarios when it comes to your life. You see what I'm saying? You can't half-ass. You got to make sure that no stone is unturned and that every probability that anything that could happen is thought of as a possibility of something that could happen. You see what I'm saying? So my whole thing is, you know, I prepare for the worst and, you know, pray for the best. You know, so I make sure I always have like a contingency plan or thing, and I plan things out like that. You see what I'm saying? But it was just the whole thing. And then because, like, you know, I was locked up for years living in a dorm with like 100-something niggas. You see what I'm saying? Man, listen, I can't reach my leg out from my bed. I couldn't reach my leg out from my bed and not touch a nigga. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, of course, I'm not trying to be living with no dudes. You see what I'm saying? But he a homie in need, so I'ma let him, you know, I'ma look out for him. I ain't tripping on that shit. Like I told him before he went out to Vegas, yo, you should come up here and you be in a better position because, you know, the thing is, he ain't got no problem paying the corporations $2,500 a month to stay in motels and shit. But, you know, the homie that's looking out for you, you got a problem, you know, paying him because he asked for $20 before the rent date. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, I don't know, the shit just baffled me. But I came to the realization that I don't know, I've been through this since we was kids. Like, some people just be selfish, yo. Like, and I just started thinking back on shit. Like, you know, I never expect a person to carry things the way I carry them, because I don't do things with an ulterior motive. If I do something, it's out the kindness of my heart. So I don't care if you appreciate it or you don't reciprocate. I didn't do it for that. So I'm not tripping. As long as I played my part as a human to feel good and feel like I was actually there for my fellow man, then that's all that matters. If they aren't grateful enough to appreciate it fully, then, you know, that's on them. But that's not my problem. My problem isn't a problem. I wanted to help my homie out, and I did it. But it's just, I don't know, it kind of hurt, because towards the end of everything, it was like I could just tell that he didn't appreciate it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, damn, yo, like for real. Like, it was we had gotten into an argument because he had, you know, moved all his stuff out and ain't even say goodbye, or, you know, ain't even clean nothing up. You saying? I'm like, you know what I mean? I just felt some type of way about that. Like, damn, I mean, you couldn't even say thank you or nothing like that. You just, you know, you just bounce. I guess, you know, because you holding grudges and shit. And that's the thing, like, you know, I don't be holding grudges. I don't get upset over shit that other motherfuckers normally get upset at, because I just look at it like this, you know, life is like a box of chocolates. It is going to be what it's going to be. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you can't change it. You know, motherfuckers is going to show you who they are. But always understand, if a person is telling you who they are and showing you who they are, believe them. You know. But it was just like, I don't know. But then he turned around and, you know, he get an apartment where he gotta pay $3,000 a month. Every month. You see what I'm saying? But he tripping about, you know, the little $600 or so that I charged him in rent, which really only covered the bills that we had for the house split. And I split everything down the middle. Like, you know, took care of everything. Everything was provided to him. You know, I gave that nigga my lucky blanket. Well, it wasn't my lucky blanket. It was a blanket that had sentimental value because my aunt had given it to me. And I gave him explicit instructions like, yeah, hey, I'm gonna need you to find a new blanket. I'll let you use this one, but you know, this got sentimental value. Man, the whole year the nigga was here, he ain't never go about it. You know. But I wasn't tripping, fuck it, you see what I'm saying? And the thing is, it was like, you know, I would buy, through my job, I get like, you know, I get a certain amount that I could use for food, you see what I'm saying, as a food expense. So, you know, because it's more than enough food for me, and with all we're left over, I allow him to be a part of it. I'm like, okay, boom, I'll order you know, tell me what you want. I'll order this $300 worth of food. All I need you to do is just take care of the $20 tip. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I get my groceries delivered. I'm like, all you gotta do is take care. He giving an issue about that. When he first come in here, he asked to use my, you know, I had just bought this chair. It was like a real ill office chair with the ergonomic shit and all that shit. It was around, I got it on sale, but it's a $300 chair. I got it for about like $225, but it's a $300 chair. I tell him like, well, he asked to use my chair. I'm like, nah, yeah, I can't let you use that. I got enough. You can use this $70 chair that I purchased. And he felt some type of way about that. And I'm like, yo, that shit just baffled me, because I'm like, my nigga, yo, you wouldn't look out for me the way I would look out for you. That's already apparent. You see what I'm saying? But you got the nerve to trip about me not wanting you to be using my $200-something chair for your, you know, your TikTok situation. Like, come on, man. I'm giving you a perfectly good chair. You can't, I mean, but either way, that wasn't really no issue. But I don't know. I just felt as though he didn't appreciate it. With it, you know, just, you know, I'm not the type of person, I don't pay attention to people's words. Like, he's the type of person, he would tell me like, man, I appreciate you, dude. But yo, listen, I don't, words is nothing but dust in the wind, like a fart. Motherfuckers say all types of shit, yo. Like, show me you appreciate it. That's the thing. Like, I'm not gonna tell somebody, I'ma show them. You know what I mean? And yeah, I don't know, it was just a whole ordeal with it. And yo, I ain't even gonna lie, cause I just remember, yeah, I was streaming during the time when he first moved out, and it was a whole bunch of other stuff going on with me mentally, and I was actually crying on stream. I gotta find that so I can listen to it and see how foolish I sound. But I was crying, yo, and I don't cry. I'm not a crier. But I was really dropping tears, yo. And it wasn't because of him, but that was a part of it. Like, I mean, think about it, yo. You open your home to somebody for a whole year straight, right? You know, year plus. You see what I'm saying? You accommodate them in anything they need, but you come to find out that really they didn't appreciate it like that, and they don't, you know, they really, you know what I mean? Like, just to say I will open up my home to somebody that wouldn't even do the same in reciprocation. I don't know, that shit kind of hurt, yo. I felt betrayed, not betrayed. I just was heartbroken, yo. You know, because I love my friends. Like, I genuinely love my friends, yo. I'm not the type of person that'll call a motherfucker my brother or no shit like that, or my fam, or one of my best friends, unless it's true. I don't just throw that around frivolously, and I care for all my friends. And I'm a different, like, I mean, not, I know it sounds like I'm tooting my own horn, and I'm sorry, but you know, sometimes you gotta toot too, cause other motherfuckers ain't gonna toot it for you. So, you know, sometimes you gotta toot. But I pride myself on being there for my friends, you know, making sure that I look out for others selflessly. You know, like, man, it's been countless situations where I've sacrificed benefits for myself just to make sure that another person benefited, just because I want to see everybody shine, yo. Like, when I was really, it was like, I don't know, shit just changed. Like, before I went away, motherfuckers definitely wouldn't deal with me in a manner how they do now. Like, it's like different. Like, after I done went away and shit, I guess, you know, I don't know how shit changed, but before I went away, yo, man, I was looking out for everybody. Everybody. You see what I'm saying? Like, I had, man, I mean, you know, my paperwork online, you can see, I was the head of my conspiracy, because I had, like, at least 12 motherfuckers that worked under me. And I made sure everybody ate. You see what I'm saying? He was one of the people that was, you know, that did things for me too, and made sure that he ate at any instance. You know, provided anything I could, any type of help I could. You know, I was just really selfless in giving to a lot of people. You know, and I never did it based off wanting anything in return. I did it because, yo, I want to, man, listen, I take joy out of bringing joy to others, yo. You see what I'm saying? That's where I take my joy from. But I know a lot of people is used to motherfuckers that always think for self. That's just how a lot of people are. So when a motherfucker come and he's saying some shit like, yeah, it'll benefit you, and you find out it'll benefit you more than them, is like, you know, you started, okay, no, it's got to be an alternative. What is he getting out of it? And that's the thing, like, I'll just be genuinely wanting to help other people, but motherfuckers take it the wrong way, and then I feel slighted. Like, that shit kind of hurt inside to know that a motherfucker is putting a preconceived notion on it, thinking you got ulterior motives just because you adamant about trying to help them, you know, with a situation. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't ever let none of that shit get to me, though. Like, I pride myself on the fact that I'm going to always be me and do me, no matter what somebody else is doing. Yeah, you might not say thank you when I do something for you, but that's not going to stop me from doing it. I didn't do it for you to say thank you. I did it because I wanted to help. You know what I mean? But, I mean, I don't know. It is frustrating when a motherfucker, you know, when a motherfucker get you all, when a motherfucker got you all fucked up. Like, you know. Like, that's one of the things me and my brother ran into issues about. Like, he tried to question my integrity and say a whole bunch of shit that wasn't true about me. I'm like, yo, my nigga, you gotta understand, yo. Like, I learned from some of the best influences that I possibly could have, and I'm thankful to all of them. You see what I'm saying? And he is one of those people on that list. Like, I've never ever exhibited any tendency or trait that would ever paint me as being anything less than a person who values wanting to live righteous and do right by those around. You see what I'm saying? Also leading by example. You see what I'm saying? I'm never gonna put anything out there negative, or even if I might feel in a way, a negative way. I'm never gonna put that out to the world because you never know who's watching. Like, you know, I got a lot of my principles and stuff from my older brother and different people. But it's like, you know, he be constantly trying to label me as something that I'm not. And I don't like that. You see what I'm saying? I hate that more than anything. You see what I'm saying? Because I work hard for my reputation, yo. Like, my name is my name, yo. And the motherfucker ain't gonna soil my name with speculations, innuendos, or anything. Because I speak literally. I'm not the type of person to beat around the bush. And I'm not the type of person to use a whole bunch of words to confuse or add to confusion. I'm gonna speak plain. You know what I mean? As everybody should do. Man, motherfuckers play too many games. I mean, me and him, we've been on better terms because, you know, we had talks, and I understand, you know, it disappointed him, me getting locked up. That shit, you know, it disappointed. He was disappointed. And, you know, I just, you know, I held a grudge for that because he wouldn't let me, you know, I always had a cell phone, and he wouldn't let me call him on my cell phone. I could only call him when I'm calling from the wall phone, and I ain't never used a wall phone like that. Like, why would I? I don't want to have all my calls recorded, and plus, it might be something I need to tell, or I might need my brother's advice. But he was just on bullshit, and it wasn't to try to keep me out of trouble. It was because he didn't want me caught up, and he didn't want to get himself caught up. I don't know. It was a bunch of shit. But I mean, I'm over that. But it's just, and you know what? I'm rambling and not going nowhere. Let me just not ramble. I'ma just say, like, at the end of the day, life is like a box of chocolates, man. If a motherfucker's a chocolate covered cherry, then he's a chocolate covered cherry. If a nigga's a turd in the motherfucking beef curd, then he's a motherfucking bowel movement. Bowel movement. That's a funny ass word. You gotta have a bowel movement in the lavatory. Hey Corey, you got any? Hey Mr. Skinner, you got any curtailment? No, I ain't got no curtailment. Alright, well yeah, I did used to have hella curtailment. Hell yeah, man. But, you know, it is what it is, though. You see what I'm saying? I just, you know, I don't know. I'm just glad I was able to help a friend out, and that's all that matters. See what I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep it real. That shit ain't never gonna happen again. Say no, and I say that, but I know for a fact, like, you know, all this other bullshit is petty, yo. Like, it means nothing. You know, money, clothes, success, all that shit is bullshit in comparison to what truly matters, and that's the people. You know what I mean? The people around you and your loved ones, those are the true assets. You see what I'm saying? True value is always in people. You know what I mean? And the sooner you understand that humans are prone to mistakes just like everyone else, the sooner you can get towards forgiveness and better relationships with the people that are around you. You know what I mean? But, you know, enough rambling about that. I'm gonna ramble about some whole other shit. I just had to do some work for my sister, but now it's like I got 2 jobs now, really, because I'm working for my brother's company as well, for real. You know what I mean? I gotta go do some I gotta take some asbestos training classes the first week in June. So I'm gonna probably be streaming a lot less during that training period, but you know. But me and my brother, we like, he said my father, he'd get my father to say things to me because when me and my brother talk, we tend to get into arguments and stuff like that. And you know, so he got my father to talk to me, and then me and him spoke. I was like, man, listen, yo, you already know, man. I'm plain. I speak plain. I don't beat around the bush. I don't innuendize. I try to make sure that what I say is explained in such a manner that anybody can understand it. You know, I don't try to use a whole bunch of big words and no shit like that. I get straight to the point, as everyone should. Yo, life is too short to be wasting it on you know, bullshit or subterfuge or rigmarole. You know what I'm saying? Sally Jesse Raphael. I love it when I see him sidestepping like that with the head tilt. It means that backlash about to be on that ass. Like green on your jeans when you're sleeping in grass. Like a fucking marshmallow got melted on your fast. I mean, no. I was about to say on her ass, but that would have been raunchy. I shouldn't even have told y'all what I was gonna say. It's hard to freestyle sometimes, because you gotta censor yourself sometimes. Oh shit, I almost recovered. I wanna see something though. I might do the replay after this. Breakfast. Yeah, you know what? I think the lag was probably coming from the Elgato then that I had felt. Oh, but you know what? Yeah, this is 115 milliseconds. So yeah, it's definitely no lag, because I don't even feel the lag that I felt when we was at 150. So oh shit, this is the last match. Oh shit, I thought she was going to do that Indigo, whatever the fuck she's saying. Then you want key charge. Everybody want key charge on a nigga. Don't y'all pump? Cause y'all beat the original Dundada. Oh, the dude just got back. He said, oh, yeah, I was saying, he was saying some of the channels wasn't coming. And I was like, do you have a 4K TV? Because if you go to a 4K channel without a 4K TV, then it won't be able to display it. But yeah, I was saying he gotta show me. Then he had the nerve to ask me for a super serious discount. Like, I gave him a discount just because he's semi-family. I gave him a discount, which was pretty much the price that I paid for the service. You know what I mean? That's how you can tell the difference between a motherfucker that really be touching paper or a nigga that don't. Because if you touching paper, then you gonna already know to pay what you weigh. You see what I'm saying? That's just how. That's just me personally. That's how I do. I wouldn't try to get a discount like that. You know, hey, this what you charge? Okay, yeah. You know what I mean? You know, always trying to get a discount. You know, just being cheap. You know, motherfuckers work for, motherfuckers do this shit for a living. You see what I'm saying? You gotta be willing to pay to play. Can't always be looking for a discount. And then the thing is, motherfuckers always looking for a discount from their home. They ain't going into them stores and asking for a discount. You know what I mean? But you know, that's neither here nor there. If you got a new girlfriend, make sure you check her underwear for doo-doo streaks. If you see doo-doo streaks in the underwear, do the smell test. And, you know, if you really love her, do the taste test just to be sure. And then, after that, you know, you gotta confront her. Like, hold on. Are you washing your butt? You better wash your butt. If you need help, I'll wash it for you, but still, wash that butt. You funky butt buffoon. That's what I call her sometimes. Funky booty buffoon. Oh, shiznit obam with a cracker cram. I'm saying, like, you know, like a cookie cracker crammed inside of a place you can't get it no more, so you can't eat the cracker. I'm not saying any other type of crazy words, but you guys try to flip my words and flip and bounce it and all that shit. Oh shit, this joint been muted the whole time. Oh my goodness. I need to hold a press conference. I'm unmuted after this. That motherfucker, he was playing keep away. What we playing, tag or something? Breakfast. Oh, hold up, I gotta open up the chat. Oh, hello, Ergzo. What's up? What's up, Ergzo? And what's up, McClee? You have good combos. Use heat to extend so you could do more damage. Oh, yeah. I'm probably one of the only people that play this game that don't use heat. But to be honest with you, I don't do heat combos just because, like, I get the same damage, if not more, without using a heat combo, for real. Cause like usually, you know, a heat combo will give you a good 80 or so, sometimes on average, I guess. But you know, my normal combo gets me a good 76 sometimes more. I ain't really tripping on the combo damage, just because, you know, combo damage is scaled, so you end up, since combo damage is scaled, that extra hit only ends up giving you around like 13 or so more damage. Whereas if you stop the combo and hit a motherfucker with a regular hit, you know, it'll give him way more damage because, you know, it's a regular hit. You know what I mean? But I'm getting